Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 13. There's something about JoJo. So we're just going to get on to it. It was a nice, normal episode. Like, not much drama. It was really chill. We just seen the newer couples for the season. We didn't see the returning couples. We didn't see Sarper and Shekinah or Statler and Dempsey in this episode. So we just had the other four new couples for this current season of The Other Way. So we're going to start with James and Tata. So in this episode, we see them like getting in a car going somewhere. And in the conversation, they started talking about their dog named JoJo. Now, remember early in the season, like they had like a big deal and big emotional deal that how they couldn't bring their dog to Indonesia because of the big rabies outbreak in Indonesia stuff. Well, James recently did some research and he told Tata, even if we get him over here, there's a chance that he may not be able to be allowed to go back to the United States. I guess like there's still like an outbreak in there and stuff and everything. And he was trying to explain to Tata that like if we had to really figure out our situation, because if we don't, we're going to be permanently separated from him. So let's just say like we bring him over here, but then we have to go back to America, but he can't come and stuff. Or what if like the situation now is just like he's stuck in America and we're stuck over here in Indonesia, basically. So, you know, of course, Tata, she starts crying like she always does and everything. And she, you know, she feels like the dog is her only child because they're still talking about the whole baby thing. So we seen them go to like this, like, it looked like a fair, but it was just like their downtown area in Indonesia. It just looked like a place where you could get food, people interacting and stuff and everything. We see James try this one, something on a stick that didn't look really appetizing or whatever and everything. And it was okay and stuff. And then they started talking about the whole kid thing and where they're going to live thing. You know, James had asked, James had asked like if he couldn't make it over here in Indonesia and he had to go back to America, would she follow? And she was just like, maybe, I guess, and everything, but I don't want that to happen and everything. And, you know, and then they asked, if I can't give you a kid or decided not to have a kid, is that going to be enough for you? And she's like, well, what's the point of being married then and everything? You know, and James brought up a good point. So, like, when he asked her, like, will you follow me to America if I had to go back? And she said, maybe. And then she's asking him about the kid thing, and he's just on the fence about it. He's on the fence more leaning towards no, he doesn't want to have kids. And he feels like, well, since she's saying maybe to that, she probably really wouldn't follow me there. But it's kind of the same thing when I'm doing to her. And it's that like she wants to have a kid and I'm leaning towards no with that. So they really got to figure it out. You know, they've been married for a couple years now. Now this is one of those situations where I'll see probably it's probably staged and all that. I don't like doing that. Some things you could just tell, but maybe this is one of those things they just needed a storyline. You know, the producers just said just egg this on a little bit more just so we need to have some kind of drama with you guys because it's all too nice, basically. So I can see that happening, but other than that, I think spoiler alert, they're okay. James and Tata are okay. I don't know where they're living at. You know, they're actually smart. They're not breaking their NDA. So yeah, that was James and Tata. Next couple I want to talk is Josh and Lily. So Josh decides to surprise Lily and take her to like this like dance, like this like, you know, Chinese dance studio basically. and he put it as a surprise and everything, because he's just like, you know what, you know, Lily wants me to prove more that I love her. And he was like, I thought moving across the world would have proved that, but she feels like she needs more. So he sets up this like dancing thing for them, and they get to the studio and they have to change their clothes and stuff. Both of them came out really good looking in their outfits that they were wearing, and they just did some nice, like, really dancing and stuff and everything. And it was pretty beautiful, you know. Like, you know, they got along on that. You know, he wanted to prove that he loves his wife and everything. And you know, that was really just that. That was literally all there was with Josh and Lily. Now, judging by the previews, it looks like stuff is going to really hit the fan next week with Josh and Lily, because I guess, judging by the previews, Josh's brother is going to come for the wedding, and Josh and Lily are going to get into a fight about money, it seems like. So, and it looks like Lily done had enough, so she's about to pop off. So can't wait to see how that goes. But at least in this episode, it was just pretty chilled and pretty mellow with them. It was a nice little dance session. So that was Josh and Lily. Next couple I want to talk is Joanne and Sean. So as we all know, last week Joanne and Sean told their kids that she was married to Sean and everything, and everybody's surprised and everything. So in this episode, we see Joanne like pulled her boys to the side to have like a really private conversation about it and everything. You know, everybody's like taken back a little bit, because like really 2 years of hiding this basically, and and everything. So one of her sons asked Joanne, okay, since you guys are married, where are we going to live? And she was like, you know, this is a discussion I gotta have with your father and everything. But she said her plan was to live here full time, but come back to the States for a couple weeks, come back here for a couple weeks, and so forth. She says she's not going to give up her home. She says she always wants to have a home that she could go to and stuff and everything. And one of her sons was like, you know, like, and she gave him an option, like, if you want to live here, you can. But again, it's something we have to talk over with your father and everything. And the son's just like, I had to process all of this, basically, and everything. So meanwhile, we see Sean talk to his daughter, and you know, his daughter's a little sassy so, and she was just like, you know, how do you feel about her being your stepmom? She's like, I mean, it's cool, but man, 2 years, and mind you, this girl's 8. His daughter, Sean's daughter Bella, is 8 years old, but she be acting like she like 13. She had a teenager and stuff, and he was like, you know, like, she said, you know, I'm happy for you, and they said, but if you ever hold a secret like that again for me, I would never forgive you. And I'm just like, you go, girl. You go, girl. And he was like, there's no more secrets, I promise. But, and he even asked her, it's like, but you always wanted me to marry Joanne. You always said, why don't you guys get married? And she was like, yeah, but 2 years, really? That was 2 years, and you did it behind my back and stuff? I'm like, come on now. So there was that. And then we also seen Joanne's friend Noelle get on video chat with Joanne's mother. Remember when we first met Joanne and everything, she told her mom that they were married. Her mom had a big meltdown about it. Well, Joanne's friend Noelle got on video chat with the mother, and just asked her opinion about it, because the friend is just still like really in shock about it and everything. And, you know, the mother was just like, yeah, I'm fine with them being married, but if she wants to move there, I don't like that, because she's taking away my grandkids, basically. So yeah, Joanne and Sean really didn't think this over quite well. Now, granted, I think they so far the best couple this season in terms of their couple, but But like what they did was just really, really, it could probably be a little bit traumatizing, in my opinion, to them for that, because it's, I just don't know how you keep a secret that long. And this is one of those things where I do not think it's produced. So, but yeah, that was Joanne and Sean. But I gotta tell you what, that castle area that they're staying at, it is beautiful. Ireland is so beautiful. All the green and the castle, just like, man, I need to go travel somewhere. so so yeah, that was Joanne and Sean. And the last couple I want to talk is Corona and Inky. So this episode is more about Corona. She This episode we seen Corona. She actually wanted to meet up with other Icelanders. Just like a social group, really, to hear stories, share stories, and all that. So Inky drops her off there. He said, my family likes Corona, like I love Corona. It doesn't matter that she's black and everything. And he and Corona was right. She said Inky will never understand how I feel when it comes to that, and she's right about that. But it is about acceptance. And so she meets at the social group, and somebody had said that, like, there was a point. Somebody said that, like, when you walk into a building, people really, really notice you, like, wow, who's that, like, and everything, or they don't pay no attention to you, basically. So, she was like a little taken back by that. And then they told her that, learning the language is going to be very key to living in this country. You like really need to learn the language for jobs and everything. And as we know, Corona wants to be a midwife, and she wants to be in the midwifery program. And they only got one in Iceland that she's nearby. So after she met up with a group of Icelanders, she also met somebody who's lived in Iceland for 31 years, which is amazing and stuff and everything. And and they most of them, and they all came for the same reason. They came for love, to be with their partners and stuff. One of them is divorced or broken up or whatever, but they all came for the same reason, basically. So after that meeting, she goes and meets with somebody at a university, to discuss like how she could get into the midwifery program over in Iceland. So she meets with this lady who spoke English, and the lady told her, like, like, what do you have, like, basically, and she said that she got her degree from an Ivy League school in America called Penn University and everything, which is like the seventh greatest school in the country. But and this goes without saying, that doesn't matter here, basically. So the lady told her that the classes here taught here are all in Icelandic. And she was a little taken back by it, because she said she could have sworn and said that they were in English. So like she was just like, can I like do half and half, basically? And she said it's not going to be easy, like basically half and half, like try to get like take some kind of like English class, or translated to Icelandic or something like that, whatever. And the lady said it's gonna be hard, but you could try it if you want to, and everything. And I'll admit this, Corona is a go-getter. And I love the fact that she is like that she's a very smart woman, and has a lot of these dreams and stuff that she can follow through with. But I do think at times she is overdoing it, and like she wants to work. She wants to work. She wants to be in school and stuff. Inky he's very, very chill and laid back, and I like that about Inky. He's really chilled and laid back. But you know how Corona is. Like, she really wants things done her way, in a certain type of way. So she's gonna like fight to get what she wants and everything. And I don't think like Inky can fully support her living in Iceland until like until like she gets to where she wants to be and stuff. But I don't know. I think that they're not together. Though I think she's back in America. But I'm kind of, some of these couples, I'm just like, I want them to do well. I'm pulling for Josh and Lily. I'm pulling for Corona and Inky. I'm pulling for James and Tata and stuff. But they just really got to figure out, like, and I don't understand on 90 Day, like, nobody's having these conversations. So it is what it is. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Like I said, we didn't see Statler and Dempsey or Shekinah and Sarper stuff, which was overall fine with me. I just wanted to see all the new couples anyway. So anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on Sunday, Monday to recap 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. And like I said, in a couple of weeks, it's going to be October 15th, Married at First Sight returns. So, and it's going to be on a Tuesday. And they moved Married at First Sight from Wednesdays to Tuesdays now. So I'll be covering that. So just be on the lookout for that. So coming next month. So anyway, guys, thank you again. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, one more thing before I go. There was something I forgot to mention in yesterday's recap with Before the 90 Days. And I forget who it was. Was it something? And okay, never mind. I think it was last week and I mentioned it. But anyway, sorry, disregard that, guys. Anyway, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.